Alrighty, if you stuck with me through all the videos, here we go. Here's our final finished figure of Mr. Solus from my man Nick. Made from Doctor Strange base body, and then added the Gamerverse Spider-Man arms and armor up top, which was airbrushed silver. I think that turned out really nice. My first actual custom head sculpt from scratch. Managed to get it to fit on the body pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. At first I wasn't thinking so until I actually painted it, but as you can see, it's full movement and articulation in the head as well. Got the scar painted over the eye as well as the tattoo above the forehead. So I think I got the nose exactly how Nick was kind of going for in the pictures he sent me. As you can see here, I got the gills sculpted onto the neck with Aves epoxy. The upper armor as well was sculpted with that. Really like how that smooth finish turned out with the airbrush and everything. Buttons sculpted on, line in the shirt sculpted on, as well as the belt, and then obviously the upper part of the boots. I was actually pretty stoked with how the boots turned out. I thought they looked pretty cool. I like the seams in there and everything. I'm getting a lot better at making my sculpting smoother to where it transitions instead of it looks like just hard lines put in by the sculpting tool. But sculpted a magnet into the hand. So as you can see, it just basically falls right into place without having to even bend the hands or anything to get it to go right in to his hand. So as far as articulation goes, we've already looked at the neck. The arms still rotate up fairly freely. I actually like how they look when the arms are up, how the armor meets together on top of his chest and shoulder armor there. And then from there, you know, we still have maintained the swivel in the arm joints, as well as the double jointed elbow. And like usual, I sculpt over the peg holes so we don't have to look at those. Try to get as many seams and the things that make it look more like a figure and less like an actual being out of the way when I sculpt is the goal. So ab crunch works just fine without any of the paint scraping. It's got rotation in the hip as well. Very, very poseable. That's what I love about Legends figures. So being that it was a black base body, the hip joint moves freely. Even though I did paint it, I had to do a little bit of carving out in that upper joint just so it didn't scratch the paint off of over the black that I did, because it's still noticeable even though it may be the same base color. But generally I try to paint over or have the base color as an undertone, just in case there is joint rub, it's a little bit less noticeable. But if you do your due diligence and carve things out the way you shouldn't be a problem. So once again, double jointed knees, as you would expect in most Marvel Legends. We have actual rotation in the boot, which is pretty cool. So the boot itself can be turned for posing up and down with your feet like usual, and then maintain that rotation in the actual foot, once again without worrying about any kind of paint rub going on. So short but sweet. I hope Nick really enjoys him. Hopefully I've got many more to come. Nick has a great imagination. He's very, very good about taking things that are in his head and putting them onto paper, which is something I have always struggled with. But he's come up with a lot of really cool original designs, and I'm hoping to make some more stuff for him in the future. So thanks for watching. As always, if you like my videos, please subscribe, as I'm hoping to have many more in the future. Thanks.